What's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 3 of Ibras Lads. To start off, we'll get straight into a game, and our opponent, Nix98 something else. He has a pretty poor goal team, I suppose. Maybe Valencia being his only goal threat, and his chemistry is shocking. I mean, how he's going to do well with that team, I don't have a clue. But we'll move on to our first goal of the game now. So the first goal of the game starts off with an amazing save by Stecklenburg there. Unfortunately, Vidal absolutely molests Rodriguez in the box, and the referee gives a penalty, which is bad news. But Valencia steps up to the mark and finishes it into the top left corner, and it's 1-0 to him. So I quickly get my goal back. I start playing some nice possession football, and I do a through ball to Mikeli, who sprints past their defence and absolutely smashes one past their keeper. A nice little goal there by the Italian. So in the last episode of Ibras Lads, I promised you guys that I'd scored some screamers for you lot. And here is one straight away, a pass straight to Connie, who takes one touch, looks up and smacks it straight past the keeper. No saving that. An unbelievable goal by Coney there. And when I scored that, I was dazed, in fact. But let's take another look at that, because that's amazing. Near enough from the halfway line. Boom. So my third goal of the game comes from some nice possession football. Ibrahimovic plays the 1-2 with Mikeli, but then stupidly kicks it back. And accidentally I smashed it upfield to Mikeli, who fails to volley it. Would have been an even nicer goal then. But it comes to Coney, who chips it up for Ibrahimovic, who pelts it into the bottom right corner. So either way, I was happy with that goal. I wasn't going to complain as long as it went in the net, but that made it even nicer. So I was winning 3-1, but I was not done there with the goals. Krasic plays a nice 1-2 with Coney, who feeds it through to Abate, who then does a nice cross into the box and rises above their defender to slot it home in the top right corner. So Coney's on 2 goals this game. What an absolute unit. So for my 5th goal of the game, the ball gets deflected in the air to Mikeli, who tries an outrageous overhead kick. He then picks up the pieces and passes it to Krasic. Krasic with a nice fake shot there. He crosses it into the box to Ibrahimovic, who slots it home with a nice first time volley. So after leading 5-1 comfortably and defending hard for the whole game, his player runs straight through my defence and seems to avoid loads of tackles. I must have tackled him 2 or 3 times there. He retains the ball and just slots it home with what seemed to be an offside goal. And I don't know whether this was offside or not, but take another replay and look for yourself. I thought it was, but let you guys comment on that and see what you think. So after conceding the goal so cheaply by Super John, I decided I need to punish him and score a 6th. So I went on a run with Ibrahimovic, did a nice Ronaldo chop falling their defender, and I cut inside and unleashed a rocket into the top left corner with the big man Ibrahimovic. And I don't think any goalkeeper would have stopped that, to be fair. So the game ended at 6-2, and my opponent Super John decided to send me a PSN message asking me how I score goals like that, which, you know, bitches love me. Yeah, so being the nice guy that I am, I replied to him telling him how it's done. And as you guys know from my top 5 goals of the week series that I did a few months ago, I'm no stranger to long range goals, so I just gave him a few tips and hopefully he took them on nicely. So back to our team now, and everyone seems to be fine, so we move on to our second game, and we come across a Russian team. He has a pretty decent squad for a Russian team, I guess, Arshavin, and I don't really know many Russian players. Maybe I should look into doing them if I want to do a series on FIFA 12 or FIFA 13 possibly. And we actually pick up our first goal of the game from another screamer off a free kick by Ibrahimovic. He lines his shot up, as you can see now. He absolutely smacks it over the wall and underneath the keeper into the bottom right corner. And I'm on a roll with these goals, you know. I'm really not sure how I'm doing it, but I actually played all the games in this episode like pretty late at night. I'd say maybe half 11 GMT, and I was just on fire. So our second goal of the game to take us 2-0 in the lead comes from Gambarini with another great long range goal. You would have thought that someone would have got to that. Not even the keeper could get to that for some reason. It seemed to like treacle across the floor pretty slowly. So unfortunately he gets a goal back. I was unable to keep a clean sheet this game. Kirchhoff, I think it was, saw Martins in space. He played the ball through, and with his pace he got round my keeper and just tapped it in. So that's how the game ends. I pick up 655 coins there. So back to our squad now, and a few of our players are running on low on contracts. So I put some of the bronze contracts that we got at the start of the series on a few of my players just to boost them up for a few more games. And unfortunately Krasic was injured, and we didn't have enough healing cards. I put one of the injury cards on him, and the all injuries bronze shiny card on him, but that wasn't enough, so we had to rest him for Long, who was on the bench. So we head on to our third game of the episode, and we face this guy who has a pretty awesome squad. He's got Schneider, Pato, Hulk, Mason. He's got a real fast defense and a pretty fast attacking lineup with some good playmakers. So we open the scoring with Mikeli, who does a few step overs, runs into some space and absolutely smashes it past the keeper into the top left corner, and another great goal for this episode. So unluckily I conceded a free kick into the second half where Hulk stepped up and just kind of curled it over my wall, and it bounced just before my keeper and went over. So I think the weather conditions in the game had a big part to play, as you'll see in a second. So yeah, that was quite unfortunate. So it was 1-1. And he actually takes the lead with 2-1. This would be my first loss of the series, which was quite unfortunate, but he did a Ronaldo chop, did a few skills past my defenders, and Alphalai, the inform left midfielder that he's got, placed it home past my keeper into the right side of the goal. So that's how the game ended, 2-1 to him, unfortunately. That's the first loss of our series in the third episode, so that kind of sucks. I was hoping we could get a decent unbeaten streak in, but I got 567 coins that game, and we took the loss on the chin and move into the fourth game. So back to my team now, and after having Krasic out due to injury in our last game, I decided that we need to buy some players just in case any of them need a rest or any of them get injured later on in the series. So I'll take you through those quickly. We had Bonucci from Juventus for 850 coins. We had Van Bommel from Milan for 750 coins. We also bought Saccardo from Parma for 500 coins. Vargas from Fiorentina for 900 coins. Barami from also Fiorentina for 350 coins, and Zahavi from Palermo for another 350 coins. Our last opponent of this episode, we come across someone called Boss, and he has a decent team, but none of them really seem to link up. Like, as a few Premier League players, a few Brazilian, a few Russian, and yeah. Anyway, his chemistry is 81. So Boss and his team full of random players actually take the lead. A silly pass from Kone gives away possession, and he just twists and turns throughout my defence, and he faces goal and just unleashes a rocket into the top right corner, and Kagawa takes the lead for his team, and he takes a 2-0 lead. He's with Doumbia, and then he passes it to Lucas, who weaves in and out some players, cuts in towards goal, and like the first goal, he just kind of unleashes a rocket into the same position, the top right corner of the net. But I managed to get a goal back, thankfully. Kone with a nice through ball to Mikeli, who faces goal and does a nice little finesse past the keeper into the back of net, and then he seems to do a crazy celebration, gets from the ground to his feet in less than a second, and then seems to get cramp. So the game finished 2-1 to him. He was probably the better player throughout the game, but we'll leave it at that, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please leave a like, as it really helps. We smashed our target of 15 likes last time. This be your boy Ryan. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.